Great. So, Bill, thank you so much for joining us and for all that T-Mobile for Business is doing for us today
Thank you.
and every day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before we get started, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Thank you. I think first and foremost, Kristen, it's a pleasure to be here today and represent T-Mobile. It's such a great event, and the last 2 years we've been really heavily involved with the Chamber. Small business is really key to our world in T-Mobile. So my background, a little bit for you quickly. I am the Regional Director for SMB Business for T-Mobile in the Mid-Atlantic region, which is an 8-state area from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, down through South Carolina. I live in the Philadelphia region. My team basically consists of about 200 account executives throughout that territory with solutions engineers that are literally solely there to support business and do nothing but focus on business. I've been in the business about 25 years, focusing on all segments of the telecommunications business, selling to enterprise, public sector, small and medium business, which is really where I have resided in the last few years and really enjoy partnering.
Great. So you started to talk about this a little bit, but really T-Mobile for Business as a partner to small business. Mm-hmm. Can you dive into that a little bit more since we have all of our small business friends
Sure,
here?
Absolutely. I mentioned I'm from Philadelphia, so I got a little Rocky background with me. I love the entrepreneurial spirit of the small business. Again, doing this for as many years as I've done it, there's just something special about working with folks that just have that grit, that drive, that determination to just get out there and just be that serial entrepreneur. I would just tell you that the different segments of our business, in your world, and I heard Dominique kind of talking about this, which was really great, was you have to be everything, right? You're not only the CEO, you're the CFO, you're the COO, you're the CMO, and you're a CIO, right? So, you have to really wear a lot of hats in small business. We look to potentially help you with that CIO part, really kind of be that trusted advisor to your business that you can kind of lean on and assist. And we do a lot of it. We're known, right? If you think of T-Mobile, I go to events socially, and folks will come to me and say, oh, I have a question about my iPhone and things like that. Listen, that's a huge part of our business, make no mistake. Wireless devices are key, but what a lot of folks don't understand is other products and services that our team is out there to consult and work with small businesses in. So it can be anything from a mobile device management for devices you may have with your teams in the field, small business, even up to larger businesses. It could be cybersecurity type products. It could be Microsoft licenses, M365. So software, things like that we can really help and assist you with and help you deploy. In the end, it's really about giving you that advantage and taking technology and helping you and making that an advantage for you to do better in your business.
So hearing that, from connectivity issues, 5G, landline, shifting to mobile, wireless, multiple devices, are there success stories, since we're in a room full of small businesses and people who are looking to maybe move to that next step, success stories of some small businesses you've worked with that you can talk about?
We've all been in a world once upon a time where we had landline phones in our homes, and those days have kind of moved forward, right?
Maybe not everyone in this room has.
What's that?
Had a landline phone.
Maybe everyone hasn't. I'm sorry, I'm dating myself. But in today's world, you may have it, you may not, but you're really dependent on your wireless device, and everyone probably has that in their pocket or pocketbook sitting here. But what I would tell you is we're seeing the same thing. It's kind of the new frontier on our end is that connectivity for replacement potentially of a wireline activity that you may have at a business or a backup for that. Actually, T-Mobile, we have the largest 5G network in the U.S., and we're the top broadband provider growing wise in the last few years, so doing very well in that space. It's been big for us, connectivity.
And some specific success stories or examples?
Yeah,
what types of What types of businesses or small businesses?
Yeah, so we can really span. So my team literally from 1 to 999 employees, that's what we work with. But it could be a construction company that's in the field that needs connectivity, needs kind of an office in the box out in the field where you got laptops, tablets, devices that need to be mobile, but then they need to be able to move. So your projects could move from place to place. Having a router that can get you connectivity in those places, it could be as simple as a point of sale service. You know, you have a brick and mortar retail location, or you could be at a farmer's market. How many people have taken a credit card and just swiped it on a tablet or swiped it on someone's device with a little square? So there's just so many different ways of connectivity and seeing success with it.
So that's all, like, even if a vendor, a partner comes to my house and I can pay rather than writing a check.
Again, it goes back to a lot of the solutions that are out there that we can engage with. And that's the beauty of kind of interfacing with our team. I mean, think about it. You do what you do really well. You wouldn't be sitting in this room today. Our team engages with hundreds and thousands of business people every day. So they have a lot of experience of having that conversation with you to say, you know, your competitor uses this. You know, here's a good best practice. I was sitting with folks last night, love the energy, love the spirit of just wanting to know more. All of you are like that sponge, right? That you're trying to get as much information. And again, that's what's going to make you successful, whether you want to have a small business and just keep it as a small business, or you want to grow it and make it a large business.
So what's next for T-Mobile, for business, for this space? What should we, all of us, be looking at? What are the next innovations? You know,
again, 25 plus years in this business, and when I first started, it was a 23-ounce weapon, I used to call it, because the thing was so heavy. You know, today's business world, you know, one, our continued growth in 5G. We're continuing to expand our 5G specifically into rural markets. The other piece I would discuss would probably be partnerships. We've just recently engaged in a partnership with Elon Musk and SpaceX, where connectivity from satellite. So you're going to be at a point at some stage where your device will be able to have connectivity without a wireless network in place. It's actually happening right now today. FCC just approved part of this partnership to allow some connectivity in North Carolina right now. We all know what's going on in some different parts from Hurricane Helene. So devices are actually having that kind of connectivity right now with some messaging. It's the beginnings of it, but in time, I think you're going to see where you'll be able to go to a mountaintop or the middle of an ocean, and you'll be able to have connectivity on your device.
That is it's inspiring. It's important for right now and for moving forward. Thank you for sharing that. Like, breaking news with us.
Breaking news, yeah, you can see it.
Right here. It looks like we are out of time. I'm sure we would love to hear from you more. You'll be around if anyone has questions or wants to follow up.
Truly a pleasure.
Bill, thank you again for all you're doing for us, and thank you.
Yep, thanks.